Welcome back. It's me, Travis, and Jason. It's 2008, and we're going to talk about Week 4, Marty's time. We're going over the past 2 weeks because it's been a while since we talked. Jason, how are you doing?
Doing good, except for fucking losing to Slapdick Wyatt. God damn
it. Is it really him that beat you, or did you start Daniel Jones and Darren Waller and get like 6 points? Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Yeah,
it was just, you don't know how to lose to someone who started Devontae Parker and Kadarius Toney. I want to kill myself. But anyway, I'm doing well. How are you, desI?
I'm hanging in there. Just been like rough, like mentally. I'm just going through something right now. But
yeah, that time of year.
Yeah, I miss you in the chat. Like we were talking off air. Yeah. But just the Marty chat's been a little quiet too. Like I mean, you're one of the main characters of it, and you've been missing in action. So glad to get you on here and get back to our. Do you plan on making an appearance? Get back active in the chat, or
I'm sure
it was a weird Sunday, man. What a weird Sunday without you there.
I mean, it's just like when half the chat is just waiting to be a dickhead to you for no reason, and then the other people don't care. I might as well just text you and Wyatt separately and call it a fucking day rather than dealing with dumbass Hugo.
Yeah. I don't know. I never noticed, but yeah, when it's happening to you, you feel it. I mean, Zach's just addicted to everybody. It's crazy. And Zach can't handle winning. We'll talk about that. I think I'm going to turn my. I'm just going to turn my. Well, doesn't make sense. I was going to say turn the video off. You're frozen, by the way. I hear you. Okay.
You were just frozen for me, and now you're back too.
All right, I'm just going to turn my video off for a little bit. We're still here, folks. You can still hear us through your ears.
Through your ears.
So why don't we just go over we'll just skip over week 2, go to week 3. We'll maybe discuss some things that happened in week 2, but while week 3 is fresh in our mind, well, let's talk about the matchups. So, Jason, you lost to Wyatt. We already talked about Daniel Jones and Waller. Devontae Adams and Tua, really, that's about it. They beat you this week.
Yeah, and it was so funny because going into the fourth quarter, I think Adams had like 12 or 13 points. It was like a 70%. I never really pay that much attention to it because it can swing so much, but it was like 70-30 win percentage for me because Adams hadn't done anything yet, and then just blew up in that late third, early fourth quarter. And I was actually watching, and now I remember the olden days when the reason fantasy football is so angry and frustrating is because when you can watch every play of the game, you can see all the bullshit that happens that lead to things happening. Like there was the Raiders would score touchdowns, and then there'd be a penalty against them to call it back, and then the next play would be a touchdown to Adams, or like catches and shit like that. And I was like, Jesus Christ, he's gonna fuck me. But he's a stud, so I mean, I don't get that mad at him scoring 40. I mean, Jesus Christ, if you can't put up, you got to put up 125, 130 every week to stand a chance. But if you if you just like look through like the rosters of this matchup and you just look at why it doesn't look like there's any chance Wyatt should have won. He had like 5 players under 5 points or 4 players.
Yeah, there's Tony.
Everybody is single
Tyler
digits except for 3 people.
You get 80 points from 2 players. That'll help. But I mean, you had a chance. But what is up with Burrow, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's the funny thing. Like my team's been good with my 3 highest paid players absolutely shitting the bed every week. It's incredible. So if they can just not completely shit the bed and put up double digits, I'll feel pretty good about my team. But yeah.
Yeah. I'll trade you for Tyreek Hill. We'll talk about it later.
He's untradeable. He's the best player in the league.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That was the other thing that pissed me off is Tua threw 4 touchdowns and Tyreek dropped 2, and then the next play he had those flip passes to running backs for touchdowns that I don't even know how those counted as touchdowns because one of them I looked like it was backwards, and they counted it as a passing touchdown to A-Chain. That was tilting as fuck. Because usually if
those are the team to target this year.
And it's also double tilting because literally the only 2 players that I went into the draft like on my sheet, I was like, my anchors for this draft, I'm drafting Tua and Tyreek. I'm taking them together, and then I want to get one other good wide receiver and quarterback. But then he ended up going for like $15 or $20 more than I thought he would. So I was like, shit. I don't know if I can pair him with another good quarterback, and I pussied out. So it's double tilting because I 100% wanted that Tua Tyreek stack. But anyway, enough about my slapdick fucking team. Who's next?
Matchup. Let's do Zach and Ben. Zach's team just on fucking fire. Almost had 100 points between 2 players, Mustard and Allen. Justin Jefferson. His team's looking pretty good, even with, I don't think he had good quarterbacks, but he's probably the best team right now, looking pretty strong, other than Derrick Henry career about to be finished, it looks like.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he had 11. Oh, I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, Henry is done. He's I don't know. Cleveland's good defense, but Tajay Spears has had more snaps than Derrick Henry the last 2 weeks, so that's not good.
Ooh, interesting.
But yeah, he basically, if he can get, Justin Jefferson is a walking 20 points. I mean, everybody knew that. So if he can get one other player to do good and his quarterback's not completely shit the bed, he's going to have a decent chance every week.
Looks like it, yeah. I mean, unless somebody gets injured, he's probably just going to keep winning. And then Ben's team Andy Dalton, best player this week for him. Only player to even score 20 points.
That's really wild. Yeah, Ben's team went from like the post-draft darling to the shittiest team in the league real quick.
Yeah, it's so. How did that even? Did he lose anybody?
No, Jalen Hurts just sucks. Arthur Smith hates anybody who gets drafted high, so Bijan sucks. I mean, I expected Amon-Ra St. Brown, the hype was insane. Like, the Lions have basically told everybody the last 2 years that they don't want him to have the role that he had, and everybody completely ignored it going into this year. So I'm not surprised by that drop-off, but
he's still doing pretty good. I mean,
but he went for $100. Like, like, that's just, he's not living up to that amount. When you draft him to be like your fucking number 2 overall player, like, he's just not living up to that right now. That's the only problem.
Well, Yeah, it's weird how things look different from week to week, but yeah, Zach's team looks like they're in control of this league right now. Next matchup, Jeff gets the win over Nick. Jeff's team looking good with Patrick Mahomes acquired. Nick, those Jags ain't quite doing what we thought they would so far.
No, and his team is still doing decent, even with Lawrence kind of underperforming. Obviously,
Lawrence
Brees
and yeah,
Lawrence
Brees.
and
Yeah, I mean that's. I thought he had Ridley for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ingram still been solid every week. Etienne has been probably a top 3 or 4 running back this year so far. So,
Done all right. But McCaffrey's just this freaking stud, dude.
of course, yeah. Yeah, it's funny though. Owning McCaffrey is also frustrating because you see him get 23 points, but then you watch the game and you're like, he could have had 40.
Yeah.
But you get so greedy when you have McCaffrey on your team.
He makes 20 points look like a breeze.
So easy, yeah. I mean, he had, I think it was last week, he had 16 points on the first drive and ended up with 25. Like, he's on the Panthers. It always used to be frustrating because he'd have those 8 catches for 70 yards, but then they'd have these slapdick backup running backs getting all these carries. So he used to get pissed. And now the 49ers are just too good. So he runs all these long runs, and then you get pissed because he's not getting catches and not doing anything else and gets taken out, basically.
Right.
But Jeff's team just has the fucking every wide receiver he drafted has gotten hurt so far except Amari Cooper. Everybody dying on his team. Mike Williams out for the year, ACL injury.
Holy shit. Pulling up the game log of Amari Cooper, I guess. Well, for the Browns, every matchup is green until week 12.
That's hilarious.
Except for two are white, and it's the 15th ranked San Francisco and Arizona 19th. So, yeah. Let me get Elijah Moore. Let's go. But yeah, I mean Jeff just he always just finds a way to just scrape and trade and hang in there till the end. So
yeah, I mean if he can win this week and go 2-2 without Kupp and Taylor, and they actually come back and play on time. Taylor, I think, is about a 0% chance of that happening, but I think Kupp will be, if he can survive 500 before getting them 2 back, that would be pretty clutch. But yeah, I mean, shit. Next team still looks good. I don't see any reason why he can't keep putting up similar points. He's got the quarterback farm compared to every other team. So if he wants to make a move, he could easily, package a quarterback and get something else if he ends up needing to do that. But
Yep. And excuse me. Yeah, so Nick thought he had a better team, but yeah, I mean, it was a close one. 11 points.
He still put up. Not like they should. 120.
Yeah.
Usually, you hit that 25, 130 mark. You usually have a good shot unless you hit a blow up team. So.
Well, also for the Lawrence thing, he's never thrown a touchdown pass. Well, he's only played Houston twice or so. Whatever. I think I saw that he's never thrown a touchdown pass before that game against Houston.
Yeah, he sucked against.
They put up 37, dude. Like CJ Stroud. We'll get to him in a moment here, but Well, he's on Nick's bench, actually. I mean,
Texans,
he's killing it, dude.
Texans were definitely the most popular, not in like public things, but the Texans own the Jaguars. They're like,
well, they got.
I think the Jaguars are 2-9 against the spread. Against the Jaguars, and have straight up lost to them like 4 or 5 of those times. So
that's great.
Those division rivalries, I mean, even though players change, coaches change, things change, you still kind of, it's, you just have like a good feeling going. It's like having a course you play good at, even though you suck at a course that you played last week, you go to a course you've played good at before, you just feel good going into it.
Very good analogy. Yep. And so what's the next matchup? The next one's Andy and the bottom of the league, Travis. 0-3 now. Ooh, gosh.
I laughed so hard when I saw A-Chain was on his bench.
That's crazy, dude.
So fucking
He would have won if he was in there.
Yeah.
Josh Kelly was such a bust, dude. Like, what the fuck? If Eckler's out, they just throw the passes that would go to Eckler just go to Allen.
Yeah, I mean, they've had Josh Kelly for like 3 years now, and they've, shown over and over again that they don't care about him as like the backup player when Eckler goes out. Like, they were splitting with fucking Larry Roundtree. And they had that one fullback last year when Eckler was out for like the first 2 weeks. A random fullback scored like 3 touchdowns for them. Like they don't care about using him. He's not good. He's horrible.
Seems like it. But Andy's team, Lamar showed up and. Ridley, there he is. We thought he was going to be the best wide receiver after the first week. What's going on with him? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if we ever talked. I don't think we talked about it, but the Jaguars are just they're one of the most. Peterson's one of the most like game plan, stick to it coaches, no matter who his personnel is. Like. And if they're playing against a team who plays a lot of zone, they just pick Ingram and Kirk. They don't care. They're not going to change Ridley's role, and they're not,
Right.
But if you play against a team that, is heavy man or blitz, then Ridley's going to blow up like he always does. So, but yeah. Andy's team is so random. I don't even know what to think about it. He had like really bad players who salvaged decent fantasy weeks this week. Like Pierce is so fucking bad. Miles Sanders is horrible. Like watching him,
terrible,
so bad. But he had 9 targets. Yeah, he had 9 targets because they were getting blown out. So garbage time salvaged. He didn't need much of it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first year Hugo's ever drafted rookies, and he's learning. They take a little bit longer to come on, so I don't know how fast he's going to give up on his team completely or not. We'll find out, but yeah, I mean he's deservingly the last place in the league. His team is horrible.
Last place, and it's not looking too promising right now.
No. Obviously he got a little bit fucked with Rodgers getting hurt and, shit on Wilson's value, obviously, but yeah, just not a good team. Yeah, Laporta's good. Yep.
Porta and Kelly, and then Aaron Rodgers getting hurt killed Wilson. So,
yeah.
Good luck, Travis. Good luck.
Yep.
Next matchup matchup is me and Pedram. Pedram 3-0 with Zach.
You guys did have a high point matchup.
Yeah, and I don't know if you watched that game, but he was trying to get A.J. Brown a touchdown. Like, they were trying to make a point to get him a touchdown a few different times.
He completely randomly dropped that one. You know which one I'm
talking about? The one that was
about?
high up? It could have been a little bit.
He had one where he was wide open on the out, and he had the ball, and then while he was getting his 3 feet toe taps, he fumbled it out of bounds and dropped it for no reason.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Oh my God, you gotta go watch a replay of it.
I would have won a lot of money if he had got it. I had a parlay with Adam Thielen, over catches, yards, and touchdown, and then Brown over yards, catches, and touchdown. So would have won like $3,000 if A.J. Brown just caught a touchdown.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then I had a bunch of other parlays. I need to stop putting touchdowns, man. Like, fuck.
I missed mine because I had a Cade Otton to get 2 receptions was one of mine, and he had that one that they did the drop off to him 2 times in a row, and he dropped them. Yeah, and so I had Mike Evans over yards, Godwin over catches, Rashad White over receiving yards, Jalen Hurts over 0.5 rushing touchdowns, and Cade Otton over receptions, and that was the only one I missed.
Wow. It's fixed. But,
that was crazy. And I remember thinking, because those drops happened in like the second quarter, I remember thinking, like, if I lose this fucking bet because of that shit that just happened right there, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. And that's exactly what happened. But Mike Evans saved me on the last drive. He had like 3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. So
I know.
I could have easily lost it another way too, but it was just like so tilting to see those Cade Otton drops.
Yeah, I'll be dropping Justin Fields probably pretty soon. He has more interceptions than touchdowns through 3 games. Just absolute. I don't even like him. I don't know why he's on. He's one of those players. I started freaking out. I was like, oh, he's top. I was just going by the rankings. Like, oh, I mean, everybody thinks he's gonna. I don't want no fucking Justin. I still let Wyatt have him.
Wyatt definitely wishes he did.
I remember he was pissed.
He did. He was pissed about that. But I mean, the Justin Fields thing, like, everyone just assumed because of the Lamar Jackson leap that he was set up for that, but like nobody paid attention to the actual like underlying numbers and things. Like, Lamar Jackson was a good fucking passer, way better than people thought, and the way he ran and things like Justin Fields last year. The only reason he was getting they were running completely designed runs. It wasn't like Lamar Jackson he's dropping back to pass, and the worst case scenario, he's going to run and get yards. Like, they're not doing like QB draws and powers and things for him very often at all. Like, and Justin Fields, the only way he could survive was just running fucking design QB runs, and that was the only way he was doing anything and getting lucky as shit. He was so bad throwing. Like, I was trying to sell. I had him in one dynasty league. I was trying to trade him all off season. He's fucking horrible. He's so bad.
Yeah, they'll be hitting the waivers. But Pedram is been doing good the past few years, and he's able to pick up Winston. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I wish I had bench spots to get Winston.
I didn't even think about it. You know, I wanted him, but
It's funny. I tried to pick. I thought 2 weeks ago, not 2 weeks after week 2. I went to pick him up because I thought there was a slight chance that the Jets might trade for him. Not thinking Carr was going to get injured. I thought the Jets might make a move because he's obviously the best backup in the league.
Right.
If you especially for that team, their defense is so fucking good. Winston going out there and saying "fuck it, chuck it" 30 times a game isn't going to hurt them because their defense is so good. I was like, all right, if he gets traded to the Jets, I'm just going to stash him and see what happens. But I couldn't fit him on my roster. Pedram's team. I liked his team after the draft. I loved Olave. I wanted Olave really bad going into the draft. I don't know how long this Kirk Cousins QB1 overall shenanigans is going to last, but
yeah. Well, he's doing it. All right, last matchup of the week is Eric and Alex. And Eric showed up this week. Bunch of points, 169 to 125. Tank Dell, this guy. Geez, who thought the Texans receivers were going to light it up this year?
CJ Stroud asked the Texans to draft Tank Dell.
Oh, wow. And Jacoby Myers, PPR monster.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Jamar Chase decided to show up.
Finally. It took a lot of fucking targets and work to get him those points, but he fucking earned it. That's for goddamn sure. Yeah. Gas's running backs are just so bad. I don't think he'll ever be able to be competitive with literally fucking RB.
He took some chances during that draft, and take chances. He's 2-1. He has a lot of points. Actually, he's not doing bad.
Oh, he's 2-1, not 1-2. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, so they'll be all right for now.
Jesus Christ, his running backs are horrible.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a running back suck.
Yeah, at least it's good to know that having your most natural trade partner being Gas is good because he's always down for deals. So because I have 7 RB fucking ones.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, you should talk to him. Brock Purdy solid. I just dropped Sam Darnold. I think that Purdy's 8-0 in the regular season, so that's his job. I don't know what I was thinking. I was holding Sam Darnold on my bench. Not anymore.
So random.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So I've been waiting to post anything because I wanted to talk about it on the podcast first, but Survivor results
update us
after 3 weeks. In week 1, Hugo was eliminated. Nick had immunity. In week 2, AK was eliminated, and I got immunity. That's my week 1 and week 2 opponents both had the lowest points of the week, even though I didn't have that low of points and didn't need them.
That's just right.
Funny. Good defense out here. And then guess what? Week 3, I was saved by my immunity because I had the lowest points this week. So I got resurrected by my immunity.
Hell of a way to use it.
Ben was eliminated. And Zach got immunity. And it was crazy because last week, Wadden was 2 points away from being eliminated and then was second in points this week too. So a lot of flips from week 2 to week 3, both ways. But so our only 3 eliminated players are Hugo, AK, and Ben.
There we go.
Pretty fun, actually.
Travis might have the worst team, but
Yeah, by far right now. I think, not even close. His team's the worst. Pretty fun, potentially Thursday night game this week, actually. Division rivalry,
Packers and
Lions,
Lions.
Packers. Yeah.
Christian Watson coming back. Aaron Jones
Woo!
coming back, it sounds like.
Hell yeah,
And
baby.
Jordan Love's been putting up points without them two niggas.
Yeah, and he's been so bad. Like his he's been like the worst quarterback in the league, but still doing decent.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
Yeah, so that'll be interesting, but it's always a shootout with the Lions. It seems like, and Thursday nights always seem to be a bit of a shit show. So I think it'll be a fun game. Have you put any bets in?
I haven't. I want to see the status of Jones and Watson, so I was waiting. Definitely going to do. If Watson's definitely playing, I'm doing a touchdown from him.
I heard that both of them sat out last week because this was a short week, and they're 100% playing.
Yeah, sick. So I'll do a touchdown from both of them. Touchdown from Laporta. Touchdown from Gibbs. Finally, he's going to break out. Touchdown from Montgomery. Touchdown from Jaden Reed. Touchdown from Luke Musgraves. I was kidding.
Final score,
I gotta stop doing
50-45.
Actually, I don't know, man. I had a rough week of betting. Luckily, I had $365 from Bet365 in bonus bets.
Oh shit! Nice.
It's crazy deal. Yeah, bet $1, get $365 in bonus bets.
What the
fuck?
And
I dunked it all off. Yeah, I did a bunch of crazy shit, tried to turn into 100 G's. Didn't work.
Can't believe it.
So I'm just gonna do crazy $5 parlays. That's all I do.
I mean, it's so fun to do that. It's so dumb.
It is.
It's so fun.
I know. Yeah. All right, hang on. I got a phone call here.
All right, I'm gonna take a piss real quick while you do that.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, and we're back.
Who be calling you?
My girlfriend, Beiji.
Oh, where's she at work?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick her up in a few minutes. She's done early, so I told her, I told you I was doing a podcast. I'll be there when I can be there.
Goddamn right. You put that foot down. Get your license.
Yeah. She drove the golf cart when we played in Hawaii. She uses, because she's never driven a car, obviously, so she uses her left foot for the brake. Yeah. And dude, so funny. She
we didn't even get to talk about your trip.
It was It's too depressing. It's too much fun.
Back. Yeah.
I'm still dealing with it, but she played the round with. Well, she just rode along with me. Once she started finding like golf balls because I was starting to run low. She was having so much fun looking for golf balls and like the rough and shit. Yeah, I was like, "Come on, let's go to the next hole." Yeah, probably. I was like, "Can we go to the next hole?" She's like, "I want to keep looking for balls."
Oh yeah, she's thoroughbred Asian.
I guess so. Fine. Nice ass balls. Every ball I found was like a Callaway Super Soft or Pro V1.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a bunch of tourist donks that go into the pro shop and spend $100 on golf balls and don't know what the fuck's happening.
The round was only $115.
Only?
But then I had to get like.
No, that's not bad there.
That's cheaper than Potomac Shores.
Yep, you're right.
How'd
you play?
And then the last night, I played really good. The first 9. I realized I really need to get fitted for some clubs next year because the lie angle is so fucked up on my clubs. It just doesn't make sense. Then I was using those like, oh my god, this is so much easier when the club head lies. Is like, I don't know how to describe
rental
it.
Set.
Yeah, I was like, wow, these fit me better than my clubs.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the first things they do is they just have you hit that mat.
I don't even know if I need to get not even get fitted, but just maybe try out some other clubs and see how they feel and where the club head is. Because to get my club head like square, I have to put my hands so forward, and it's like I don't do it.
Oh, so yours are that's one of the problems now. Every club they just make fitted to cancel out slices. So like you mentioned, if the toe is up, it's easier to draw it and not slice it. So a lot of clubs are just automatically going to be set up to stop people from slicing. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some new clubs next year for sure. Got to play at least a couple more times here before weather gets cold.
It's supposed to be nice.
I'm trying to play this weekend. Are you down?
Yeah.
In the chat, Andy said he would be down.
All right.
You, me, Andy, one more. It's gonna book up fast.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if there's any tee times available. It looks like it's supposed to be really nice all the way through Tuesday, though. But I know you can't really get away during.
I know. Yeah. It's the end of our like review period for the year for our bonuses, so I can't take any days off for the next like 3 weeks or a month.
Yeah, that'll be good. You'll get your. That'll be nice. You'll get your bonus middle of January and can start looking at golf clubs.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I think that's what Nick did this year.
Yeah.
His bonus is probably like 6 times the amount of mine, but still.
Do they? Do you know your percentage of the profit sharing or no?
If I get like the highest rating, you get 27% of your salary.
Oh, nice. Oh shit.
That's But like Pedram and Nick, because like the higher pay grade you are, the percentage goes up, and like it's like over 40% for them if they get the highest rating.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
That's solid. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so
you want to do these picks of the week real quick?
Yeah, let's get the picks of the weekend here. Would you look at that spread between you and Ben? Everything else single digits. You guys 17.
Yep.
Wow, you're projected a lot of points, dude. You're projected for the most points in the league.
Yeah, because it should be. Stud.
Oh, yeah. You got Watson coming back. He's not even projected that crazy, but let's see. Daniel Jones seems to be up and down, so he's probably going to put up 35.
Seattle's the worst defense in the league, so
yeah. I don't know if they're worse than the Broncos after the past couple weeks, but
that's true.
Definitely not good.
The over's gone over in all of Seattle's games, and they've gone over 50 points in every game. So hopefully it should be decent. Ben starting Jaden Reed, Herbert, Tanny. Ooh, the scary Tanny Hopkins stack. That's making me nervous. God damn, I'm picking myself. I can't. Oh my God, I can't look at Ben's team.
Bad. You know what? Khalil Herbert. I'm gonna take you as my pick of the week.
I'm not the underdog.
Oh, you have to be an underdog, right?
Yeah, can't pick a 20-point favorite.
Right. Forgot how that works.
It's been a while.
17 points is a big spread, but I think Darren Waller's due for a breakout game, right?
He's gotten 7 targets every game. It's just whether his fucking goddamn slapdick ass can catch him.
Right. Yeah, I don't think Tannehill and Hopkins can even get I see them getting 10 total points together, and that's why I'll still take you. Yeah, you got me on there. Yep. Next matchup, Eric versus Pedram. This is a good one.
Big time.
Cousin. Oof. Well, I just realized, Adam Thielen revenge game. That was like Kirk Cousins against Carolina. I was like, what's the correlation there? It's like Adam Thielen. But we'll get to that in my matchup. Jameis Winston against Tampa Bay. Holy shit.
Lots of revenge out here.
Aaron Jones back in Pedram's lineup. He hasn't even had him. He's still doing this. Damn, it's good. It's a good team. Jerome Ford, though, is he going to keep it up? That's a real question. Why'd I sell James Conner to Pedram?
Did you just sell him straight up for money?
$9. I thought my roster was just going to fill up too fast, and I just didn't even fill it up.
Then you didn't
I don't know.
Draft another player the rest of the day. Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't know, bro.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson finally had good game. Other than that terrible fucking backwards pass.
I guess I'll just take the points here. I'll just take Waddle, just take the underdog and see what happens. I don't know.
Good. I think I'm gonna.
It's a close one.
I'm gonna bet on Pedram here to keep it rolling. Should be a good one. I don't think Watson against Baltimore is going to be able to do it. Yep. Kenneth Walker. Josh Jacobs. How about him this year? Put up 30 points a game last year.
Not looking good.
9-9-11. Yeah, I'm just going to go with Pedram. I'll take that spread. Yep, you got it. And Travis. Okay. Travis is didn't he? The numbers are crazy. Now, does Tua do what he's doing against the Bills? That's a big question. At Buffalo,
It's tough.
Waddle. But Adams playing the Chargers, who have been letting up big games for receivers. I don't know, man. I don't trust Travis's players. It's kind of hard to take him in this spot.
Yeah, no shot.
Jahmyr Gibbs, huge letdown so far. I mean, looks good, but just.
I get it. Like, they were excited about but like, it was like the same. He was the exact same as Josh Jacobs coming out. He was the backup running back on Alabama. They had 4 first-round wide receivers on the field at the same time. What a shocker that their running back could get wide open dump off passes as shocker, he had a bunch of fucking catches in that offense and that with all of them on the field. Like, not that
Right.
I don't know. Like I liked him, but I thought the hype on Gibbs was absolutely insane coming out. Like and it was the same thing with Jacobs, and it took him a few years to settle in and get into a role and feel like, you know. And also Gibbs is 100. Everyone gives A-Chain shit for being small. Gibbs is tiny. He's like 185 pounds.
Yep. Yeah, I see him like just never scoring a touchdown, especially with Montgomery back. Let's go. I'll take Wyatt also here. Sorry, Trav.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Next matchup, Zach and Andy. Will he do it again? Hard to bet against Justin Jefferson and Keenan Allen. Absolutely dominating. But Russell Wilson at Chicago bounced back. Lamar Jackson at Cleveland. Calvin Ridley revenge game. Another big revenge game. Lamar is back in. Give me Andy with the points here.
Lots of revenge games this week.
It's hard to take. It's hard to I like that. I like the look of it. Calvin Ridley, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't even know if that would be enough to beat Zach, to be honest.
This is a tough one. Sure. I think I'm taking Zach. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've ever picked Zach ever.
I don't think you have.
I don't think I have. But I'm doing it. Doesn't feel good. I might puke.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, Andy's getting those points, and I think he has some better matchups. So, yeah. Richardson's back. Is he even playing him?
I don't know.
We'll see. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's technically cleared yet. He's still on the protocol, it says. So, yeah.
A long time. Must have been a bad one.
Yeah. He's going to get hurt again. I'm going to keep Minshew on my team.
And that's
the next matchup. Me versus Jeff.
Oh.
I like it. So I think our teams are on the same level.
Yeah, nobody beats Jacksonville in London, so but his name
Right.
is Drake London. So that's an odd one. That's quite the conundrum.
That's crazy. Wow. Definitely, right off the bat, I am taking myself here with the points. That's given. Justin Fields gets to play this terrible Denver defense. If he can't do it against them, he's on the bench. He's on the waiver wire. Adam Thielen, revenge game against Minnesota. He's going to have another 30 points. I think I'm going to have a good week this week, if I'm being honest. DeAndre Swift looks so good, too. Dude just...
What do you want for... if you can pick 2 of my running backs on my team for Stevenson, who would you want? Obviously not including Saquon.
I don't want to do a 2-for-1. I like just having Stevens. I'm just gonna stick with Stevenson.
All right.
But It's the catches. He should be good for double digits against normal opponents.
Indeed.
Another player
trying to
I
buy
did not
low.
think would be on my team.
I actually did want him, but you went crazy for him.
Well, yeah. Now I was thinking about. It must have been not a lot of good running backs left. I think he was number 12 on my list.
Yeah, he was rated high. I'm not saying you paid a lot, but it was more than I expected him to go for. I'm picking Jeff just because I don't see him dropping to 1 and 3. That's basically the only reason.
Okay, interesting logic, but it works. And
also,
I think it's gonna be a close match.
Yeah, I just think weird games too, and also the Colts have been some big games with his Rams and Higgins against the Titans. I think could blow the fuck up. And Jacksonville hasn't looked too good, so Pitts and London might actually have their every other week blow-up game happening as well. I don't know.
Fair enough. The Drake London in London, can't wait to see it. That's gonna be fun. All right, man. Final matchup: Gas and Nick. Fun pairing of teams. Gas 6-point underdog.
I'm picking Nick. He's got all the Jags, and they're playing in London. He's going to put up 100 points on Sunday morning.
I was about to say that's too easy. McCaffrey against Arizona. Maybe Allen and Diggs can blow up together against Miami, but I don't know who else is going to get it done for him. Is that guy that shuts down Mike Evans still on the Saints?
Yeah, Lattimore. I saw someone posted today. He was like, happy Mike Evans gets kicked out for fighting Lattimore week if anyone celebrates that.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The last 3 times they played, he's caught 2 balls and got kicked out. Yeah.
Yeah, if he do that again,
so funny.
That'd be retarded. But yep. Well, pretty sound logic here. I think it's a unanimous choice for Nick and the Jags.
Yeah, Jags don't lose in London, bro. They're a London team. They might actually move there in 4 years or something.
I've heard them talk about that. That would be so stupid. That'd just suck.
Imagine the teams having to travel there twice a year. That would suck. Actually, it is only, at least being in the East, it is only a 5-hour flight from New York City? Yeah.
Yeah, 5 hours, and I think it's 5-hour time difference.
Yeah. That's the worst part, yeah.
But, yeah. We got a full day of foosball. All right, well, that'll do it for Marty Picks of the Week. And I got to get going. Let's try to get in the chat. Let's try to get golf. Because you got you, me, and Andy. Just need one other person and a open golf course.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at any times or anything because originally it looked like it was going to rain this weekend also, but now it's looking like it's supposed to be nice. So
yeah, I can do any time Saturday or early on Sunday.
All right, cool. Yeah, I actually don't have any dogs this weekend either. So
sick.
Yeah.
Well, bring your gun.
Bring your gun.
No, we were joking about guns the other day, and I looked up shootings on golf courses, and it's crazy how many people have got shot on a golf course. Not even playing
Really?
golf, just like, yeah, like this one 70-year-old guy. Like, there's a truck parked on a green with 2 dead bodies in the back seat, in the back of the truck, and then this like 70-year-old guy walked up, like witnessed the murders, and the guy shot him in the head.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
Yeah. And then like last week there was a shooting in Maryland at a golf course.
What the fuck?
I don't know if it's not they're not all related to actually players, but just like I guess how they're like quiet at night maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Like
I
people
don't
there
know if I've ever talked about this in the chat, but when I lived at Osprey's, probably 2 doors down, three doors down from me, that was a big military neighborhood, and a military guy drove his car in there, parked, and shot himself in the head in his car, and the bullet went through the passenger side window and through the house front window also. And so
oh my god.
when the cops showed up, they thought somebody had shot out of the house and killed him. So
Oh my god.
So I woke up to SWAT team busting down my neighbor's door and raiding their house because they thought that they had murdered the guy in the car.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Not really, but
fucking wild.
I can see why they thought that.
Yeah, I know.
Damn,
That's dude. Like, imagine if that was like 1910, everybody in that house would have been in jail because there would be nobody to like analyze the way that the bullet looked and like the gun wound and things like that. They would have just fucking locked all those people up for murder.
Huh? All right. Well, I gotta get going, so we'll talk about this weekend. And all right, see you next week. For Jason, myself, and Travis, we'll see you next week on the Marty Stein Fantasy Football Cast.
Adios.
That is. Let me finish that record.